Hello class 5. Welcome back to our Sunshine book. Chapter number 4. I must feed my mother. Children, from the title of the chapter, we come to know that the chapter is dedicated to a mother. But I must feed my mother. It says something, it sounds something different because usually the mothers, they feed their children. But here the chapter speaks a bit opposite. And children, here the story is not about a human being, a human mother, but the story is about an elephant and his mother. In the story, a king wanted a very beautiful elephant for himself. But he doesn't own that elephant. He doesn't keep that elephant, although it was very beautiful and it rightly suited the palace. But the king sent the elephant back to the forest. Why? What was the reason? The elephant was very beautiful, very splendid. Still, the king sent the elephant back to the forest. Why? So we are going to read the story about an elephant and his mother and the king. Let's see what happened. Why did the king allow the elephant to go back to the forest? So we start with the reading of the story. Long, long ago, in a forest, lived an elephant. He was big and strong, and his skin was as white as milk. So, they say that long ago, बहुत time पहले, in a forest, there lived an elephant which was very big and strong, and its skin was white as milk. The white elephant loved his mother more than anything else in the world. Like you people also, you also love your mother. But here, this elephant also loved his mother more than anything else in the world. More than himself, more than the sweet wild berries and fruits on the trees in the forest, more than the juicy tubers hidden in the ground. So more than everything, whatever the elephants they like the wild berries, fruits, and tubers, juicy tubers like sugarcane. The elephants, they like sugarcanes very much. But this elephant liked his mother. He loved his mother more than anything else in the world. किसी भी चीज से ज़्यादा, he loved his mother only. The white elephant's mother was blind. She could not see. He took good care of her. He found a nice, cool cave for her. So the white elephant, he used to take care of his mother, and he had kept his mother in a nice cave. And near that cave, there was a lake. The cave was very cool, and in front of the cave was a lake full of clear, shining water and lotuses. You can just imagine the place. There's a cool cave, and in front of that cave, what is there? There is a lake, and in that lake, the water is clear and shining, and lotuses grew there. Lotus flowers, they are very beautiful. They grew there. Water always makes an elephant's heart glad. So elephant always like to be in water, and water always pleases an elephant. The white elephant would first feed his mother, and then only would he eat. So this white elephant always used to feed his mother first. He used to give food. You can see in the picture also, the white elephant is feeding his mother. His mother is sitting, and the white elephant is giving food to his mother first. So after his mother, she has eaten the food. After that, this white elephant used to eat. Whenever he could, he would tell her the stories and tell her how the forest looked in the hot summer and during the monsoon. So, whenever he gets the time, he used to tell his mother the stories about the monsoon, hot summers, and the scene, what is there in the forest during these seasons. Now, come to the next page. When it poured means when it rained. When it rained, he would speak to her of the hills, squirrels, birds, and butterflies with beautiful wings. So when it rained, he also told her about the scene when it rained. Poured means rained. He would tell her about the hills, the beauty of the hills, about the squirrels, with the birds, butterflies, with the beautiful things. He used to describe all these things to his mother because his mother was blind. He would also tell her about flowers, big and small, and of many colors. So he used to describe each and everything to his mother because she was blind, she could not see. The days passed. The rains came on time. The long grass blew in the wind. Monkeys chattered on trees, and the children's children swung from branch to branch. So, the days passed. Time pass hota gaya. The rains came on time. Barsat bhi aayi. Long grass blew in the wind. So, everything was going on smoothly. The white elephant grew older and stronger. Yes, stronger, but gentler and wiser too. So, as the time was passing, this white elephant was growing older, stronger. As he was growing, he was becoming more gentle and wise. Now, one day, it so happened that a man who had come from the city of Benares, now called Varanasi, lost his way in the forest. So one day, a man who was coming from the city of Benares had lost his way in the forest. He sobbed and beat his head, crying, "Oh, it is all over for me. I will never be able to get out of this forest." So that he was crying that he had lost his way. Now he was just sobbing means crying that he will never be able to go out of this forest because he was not getting a way to go out of the forest. Excuse me. Someone save me, please. So he was crying for help. The white elephant saw the man. "Poor man," he said to himself, "why does he weep? I must help him." So the white elephant, when he saw the man crying, he decided to help that man. The elephant walked towards the man, but he ran away in fear. So when the elephant walked towards the man, when an elephant in the forest comes towards you, what would you do? You would run away to save your life. So the same happened with this man also. He ran away in fear. The elephant followed him and in his gentle voice said, "Friend, don't be afraid. I wish to help you. Tell me, why do you weep?" So when the elephant came near this man, he asked her in a very gentle voice that, "Friend, don't be afraid of me. I am here to help you. Tell me, why are you crying?" The man told him, "I have lost my way. I want to go home." "I've lost my way and I want to go home," he said. The elephant knelt down means he sat on its knees and he said, "Climb onto my back. I will carry you safely out of the forest and put you on a path that will take you home." Now he said that, "You climb onto my back. I will take you safely out of this forest and you will reach home safely." So thanks to the elephant, the man reached his home in Benares. So the man thanked this elephant as he reached his home in Benares. Now, back in Benares, he heard the king's men announcing loudly in the streets. So, when he reached home, he heard that the king's men were announcing something. What they were announcing? They were announcing, "Listen, listen, the king's elephant is dead. The royal elephant is no more. The king wishes to have a new state elephant. Anyone willing to help the king find a suitable royal elephant and get a rich reward." So the announcement was that the king's elephant was dead, and now the king is looking for a beautiful elephant for his palace, and the one who will bring the good elephant will get a reward. Now see the human being's nature. "Aha," said the man, "now is my chance to get rich." What came into his mind? That the elephant who saved his life, because it was very beautiful, now he decided to give this elephant to the king and get the reward. How hungry the man is. How unkind the man is. For his greed, he is going to sell this good creature, nice creature, the kind creature, the kind animal, the elephant who had helped him, who had saved his life. Now he went to the king and said, "My lord, I have seen a wonderful elephant in the forest. The elephant is big, handsome, and fit for a king. His skin is spotless white. Send some of your elephant trainers and soldiers with me. We will catch the elephant and bring him to you." So he went to the king, and there he said that, "I have seen a very beautiful white elephant which is fit for a king." And he asked the king to send the trainers so that he can catch the elephant and bring it to him. The king said, "Take whoever you need. I shall be glad to have such an elephant in my palace." So the king said, "Okay, whosoever you want, you take, because I want such an elephant in my palace." So the man set out for the forest along with many elephant trainers and soldiers. So the man, he took elephant trainers and soldiers with him and went to the forest. See the human nature. Now, in the forest, the great white elephant was standing in front of his cave in the cool water of the lake amidst many lotuses, the tips of his tusks shone in the sun. So in the forest, when these men reached the forest, the great white elephant was standing in front of his cave in the cool water and in the middle of the lotuses, and its tusks, what means? Its teeth, tips of the tusks, they were shining in the sun, means the elephant was looking very beautiful. The man went up to the elephant, caught him by the trunk and said, "You must come with me. If you do not, these elephant trainers and soldiers will drag you to Benares." So what the man did? The man he said this elephant, he warned this elephant. He just caught this elephant by his trunk and said that you must come with me. That he must come with this man. Otherwise, these elephant trainers and soldiers will drag him to Benares. So the elephant felt very bad. The elephant stood quietly. He did not speak any word. He knew he was stronger than the man, stronger than all the king's elephant trainers, stronger than all the king's soldiers. He knew that if he wanted to, he could kill anyone who came to catch him. So this elephant, because he was strong enough to defeat all these people who had come to catch him. Still, he stood quietly. Why? Because he was very generous, he was very kind. And right now, he was surprised to see the human nature that the same man whom I have saved has come to catch me. He was surprised to see the human nature. I do not wish to harm anyone, said the elephant to himself, and stood with his head low. This elephant was very generous, very kind, and he said to himself that I don't want to harm anyone. So the man to whom he had done a good turn caught him and, along with the elephant trainers and soldiers, took him to the city of Benares. What a pity! The man whom he had done good, this man caught this elephant and took him to the city of Benares. Alone and sad in her cave, the blind mother elephant tossed her head unhappily. So the blind mother was left alone, and now she is tossing her head unhappily because she doesn't know where her son was, but she was missing her son. Many days have passed. Where is my son? She's wondering that many days have passed. My son has not come to me. Where is he? What could have happened to him? क्या हुआ होगा उसको? He's so big and handsome. I hope he's not been caught by hunters. So she knew that her son, White Elephant, was so big and handsome, and she was fearing. She feared that he has not been caught by the hunters. Hunters ने कहीं पकड़ ना लिया हो. Oh, my son is not by my side to tell me about the trees, plants, grass, and the coming rain. Now indeed I am blind, for my son was my pair of eyes. So the mother is distressed. She's saying that my son is not by my side. मेरे पास नहीं है. He used to tell me about the trees, the plants, the grass, and the coming rain. Now nobody is there to tell me. Now indeed, truly, now I am blind, because my son is my pair of eyes. An elephant trainer had run now here in the city of Benares. An elephant trainer had run ahead, आगे आगे भागा, and reached the king's palace. He said excitedly to the king, "A beautiful white elephant is coming. The most beautiful elephant in the world is coming." He told the king that the most beautiful elephant is coming to the royal palace right now. The king got up from his throne and called out to his servants. Now king got up from his throne and he called to his servants and ordered them to decorate the city, call the musicians, the conch blowers, and the dancers, the people of city and the little children. Make a big wide stall for the elephant near my palace. Make it of multicolored cloth. Decorate the bamboo poles with silk flags and garlands of flowers. For my new royal elephant, get the best rice in the city. The king ordered his servants to decorate the city, call the musicians, the conch blowers. You know who are the conch blowers? The trumpet blowers. And the dancers also he ordered to call. And he called the people of the city and the little children. He called everyone. And he ordered them to make a big wide stall for the elephant near my palace. And then he told them to make it of multicolored cloth. He ordered them to make it beautiful, very beautiful. He told them to decorate the bamboo poles with silk flags. And he also told them to bring the garlands of flowers. Why? Because his new royal elephant was coming, and he also ordered them to bring the best rice, because the elephants, they love to eat rice, to bring the best rice from the city. After 7 days, the great white elephant arrived Banaras. So after 7 days, the great white elephant arrived in Banaras. The people of the city remarked, जब लोगों ने देखा, they said, how splendid! See how grandly he walks, how grandly he waves his ears, how his body shines, how noble he looks. So everybody complimented this elephant, that how beautiful the elephant is. The elephant was taken to his special stall. While music played, laughter and happy voice. The elephant was taken to the special stall which was made for him near the palace. There, where music was also played, everybody was laughing and everybody was happy. And happy voices filled the air. The atmosphere was very happy. The king greeted him. Welcome, white elephant of the forest, welcome. The king welcomed him. The king offered him a golden bowl filled with cooked rice. Eat, he said. Eat, please. So when he welcomed this elephant, he offered him a golden bowl in which cooked rice were there, and he requested the elephant to eat. Now, what do you think? The elephant would eat? No, the elephant did not eat the rice. The elephant did not move. He stood straight and still. With what he spoke, he said, without feeding my mother, I do not eat, he said. The elephant did not eat anything. He just stood still. And he said that, without feeding my mother, I do not eat. Now the king requested, eat at least one morsel for my sake, great elephant. But still, no, they said the elephant, without my mother, I eat nothing. So the elephant said, without feeding my mother, I eat nothing. My mother is blind. She must be pining for me. Lying at the mouth of the cave, I can see her, sad and forlorn, beating her foot against the roots of a tree. See the beauty, see the love of a son for his mother. He can feel what his mother must be doing in the forest right now. He explained to the king that my mother is blind. She must be crying for me, yearning for me. She must be weeping for me. She must be lying at the mouth of the cave. Cave ke darwaze par, she must be lying there. He said, I can see her. I can feel that she is sad and forlorn. She must be missing me. She must be beating her foot against the roots of a tree. When an elephant is distressed, he beats his foot against the roots of the trees. So he said that she might be doing this. She might be beating her foot against the roots of a tree because she is helpless. She cannot see. The king stood silent for a moment. Then, turning to his elephant trainers and soldiers, he said, take the elephant back to the forest. Take him to his mother. So when the king heard the elephant's reply, his heart melted, and he told his trainers and soldiers to take the elephant back to the forest. How kind the king was. The nobles and the people gathered there, clapped and shouted with joy. So everybody clapped. Why they clapped? To see the generosity of the king. So the white elephant returned to the forest. As he came to the lotus lake near their cave, He drew some cool water in his silver trunk, and when he saw his blind mother lying down on the floor of the cave, he sprayed the water on her body. She immediately stood up. See, imagine what a beautiful, wonderful, and you can say, what a good scene it is. The love of son and a mother. See, when the elephant reached the forest, he ran to the lotus lake, and from there he filled he drew some cool water from the lake, filled in his silver trunk, and when he saw his blind mother lying down on the floor, he sprayed the water on her body. He was just playing. He played with his mother because he was very happy. The mother immediately stood up. "What gentle rain blows into this cave," she said. "Has my son come back?" Now mother comes to know that her son has come back. "I'm back," answered the white elephant. "The king has set me free." So the elephant told his mother that I'm back. The king has sent me back to you. The blind mother was overjoyed to hear her son's voice. "May that king live long," she said. She blessed the king with a long life, and she was very happy. The white elephant fed his mother with wild fruits and berries. Only then did he eat. So after coming, see, for 20 days, it took 20 days to reach the king's palace, and again 20 days must be taken to come back to the forest. So for 40 days, this elephant did not eat anything. First he fed his mother with wild fruits and berries, and only then he ate himself. The days passed in peace and happiness. In Benares, the king often thought of the great white elephant and his blind mother in the forest. "I wish I could stay near that wonderful white elephant and his mother," he said. So here in the palace, the king wondered about this blind mother and the white elephant, and he wanted to stay near these wonderful white elephant and his mother. One day, the king built a city for himself near the lake of lotuses in the forest. So just to be with this elephant and his mother, the king built a city for himself near the lake of lotuses in the forest. Then every day he would spend some time with the white elephant and his blind mother, and bringing them fruits, roots, and flowers. So he stayed with them, and every day he used to spend some time with this white elephant and his blind mother, and he used to bring fruits and roots and flowers to these elephants. So children, just like these animals, you should also take care of your parents. So here from the story, so how do you help your mother at home? Children, it is my advice to you during these days when you people are not going to school. Please help your mothers. Help your mothers in household works and do something to make your mothers happy. Even this sense the animals also have. Why not you can have? Children, please help your mothers. Please make your mothers happy as they make you happy. So, okay. Now the B part. The elephant was big and strong. When did the elephant eat? After feeding his mother. The elephant and his blind mother lived in a cave near the lotus lake. The elephant saw a man crying because he had lost his way. The king offered rice to the elephant in a golden bowl. Now sequence the sentences in order as they appear in the story I have given you. First is, in a forest lived a white elephant. Second, the white elephant saw the man crying. Third, the white elephant helped the man reach his home in Benares. Fourth, the man along with the elephant trainers and soldiers caught the white elephant. Fifth, the white elephant arrived in Benares. Sixth, without feeding my mother, I do not eat, said the elephant. Seventh, the blind mother was overjoyed to hear her son's voice. Write down the series. Now come to the next page. First we will do the reference to context. See, without my mother, I eat nothing. Who said these words and to whom? Yes, the white elephant said these words to the king. Why did the speaker say so? Who's the speaker? The white elephant. The speaker said so because he was missing his mother, whom he loved and cared more than anything else in the world. What was the listener's reaction? Who was listener? The king. The listener ordered his men to take the speaker back to his mother. What happened next? The speaker reached back to his blind mother, who was overjoyed to see him back. Children, the answers are here. You can note them down. Take time to note down your answers. You can take a screenshot also. Now, come to the next page. Children, on this page only, we have the question tags. Children, the question tags will come in your exam. They are very important. They are not in your grammar book. I wanted to take a lesson of this also. So, question tags are the words which are added at the end of a sentence and change a statement into a question. Simple statement can be changed into a question just by adding the question tags. And they are used to confirm the statements. Whatever the statement is there, they are used to confirm that कि क्या ये ठीक है या नहीं है. So it has two parts. The sentence has two parts. One is before the comma and the other one is second one is after the comma. See, the white elephant loves his mother. Doesn't he? You have to search out the verb. Verb can be the action word also, a verb also, and it can be the helping verb also. It can be the being verb also. So here the verb is loves. Verb is in present tense, so we have to use do or does. When loves is there and white elephant is there, for white elephant, as we use I, we, you, they, many, with that we use do for the present tense, and for he, she, it and a singular subject we use does. So the white elephant makes a singular subject and we will use the pronoun for this white elephant. First we will use the verb for this. For the verb is loves, because it is loves. The verb loves is there, so we will use does and we will make it negative. The sentence has two sides. The first one, if one is positive, the other one will be negative. If the first is negative, the other one will be positive. So, considering the verb loves, we will take does and we will make it negative. Doesn't he? He is the pronoun used for the white elephant. The king has set the elephant free. Now here the verb is the possessive verb, that is has. So we'll take this verb and we'll use it in the second part. This is positive here, and in the second part it will be made as negative. Has will become hasn't, and for the king we will use the pronoun, that is he. Hasn't he? When the statement is positive, the question tag is negative. Whatever the question tag we are using, that will be negative if the statement is positive. And if the statement is negative, we will use the positive question tag. See, the white elephant's mother is blind. Here the verb is. We will make the negative of this verb, that is isn't. And the pronoun used for the subject, that is white elephant's mother, she is the subject, so we will use she. Isn't she? When the statement is negative, the question tag is positive. See, the white elephant didn't eat the food. The verb is didn't And here we will write the positive of this verb, that is did, and the pronoun for the subject, white elephant, it will be he. Did he? I hope you have understood. Now add suitable question tags to the following statements. She will not accept the gift. The verb is will not. It is negative. We have to make it positive. Only will come. And already for the subject there is a pronoun and we will write as it is. Will she? Second, you are not going for a long vacation. Again, the verb is negative, are not. We will take its positive, are you. You is the same subject. Father will come next week. Now the verb is will. The verb is will. So we will make the negative of this verb, that is won't. And for father, the pronoun will be he. Won't he? It was not very cold yesterday. See the verb, it is negative, was not. So we will write the positive of it, that is was, and the pronoun same, it, was it. You are feeling sad. Are is the verb, negative of are is aren't. You will be the same, aren't you? He went to London. Now here the verb is in the past tense. The verb is went and it is in the past tense. So we will use did. Did, and that too also negative because this side is positive. Didn't he? I hope you have understood. Now children, conjunctions we have already done in our grammar book. So here we will just fill them all. I could not lift the box although it was light. Light भी था फिर भी नहीं उठा सका. Bring some bananas and apples from the market. Panna was hungry, so she ate hurriedly. You could not pass unless you study regularly. I walked slowly because I had sprained my ankle. B part. Join the following sentences using conjunctions given in bracket. Jeet is young, Jeet is wise. Jeet is. They are repeated and the conjunction we have to use and. Jeet is young and wise. She is tired, therefore she will not go for the rehearsal. Mudit cannot go to school today as he is unwell. Again, we are not going to use the same subject. We'll use the pronoun for the subject. Do you want a glass of milk? So repetition of the words we avoid. Do you want a glass of milk or apple juice? We will omit all the repeated words. You cannot leave the class until the teacher comes. Harish could not take the exam because he forgot to bring his admit card. Here in the word quiz, the elephant stood quietly. Take the adverb. Adverbs also you have done. The adverb is quietly. Now come to the next page. In the next page again, the adjectives we have already done. So we'll do them directly here. We have to take the earliest bus tomorrow morning. There is only some milk left in the jug. A snail is slower than a mouse. Shalu has the sweetest voice in our class. He is the best student of our class. Now plurals. An ox is grazing in the field. Not an ox. The oxen are grazing in the field. I have not written. The oxen are grazing in the field. My uncle has a sheep on his farm along with other animals. So instead of a sheep, we'll write sheep. The woman went to the market to buy vegetables. Plural of woman is women. W-O-M-E-N. Cut this apple in half. Cut these apples in halves. I like tomato. I like tomatoes. Now spell right. You have to add IBLE or ABLE. Comfort able, response able, sense able, eat able. So we are through with the chapter. Children, watch it twice or thrice to understand it better. And I am sharing a PDF also to note down in your notebooks. Goodbye, children. Have a nice day.